My last novel was The Day of the Pelican, which I wrote because our church had sponsored refugees from Kosovo. And I began to delve into the history of that tiny country, smaller than the state of Vermont, if you can believe it, but whose bloody history goes back many, 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 many years. And you look at it, you read it, and you think, there are no good guys. Who are the good guys here? The terrible suffering that the Albanian Kosovars went through under Serbian oppression, and many had to flee. Their homes were destroyed. Many were massacred, actually. This family came to our church, and then you have the adjustment of living in a new land, and they were Muslim. They went through 9/11. So they thought they had left prejudice and oppression behind, and suddenly they find that they're considered the enemy by some in this new country. So it's a hard story. I hope it's not a story that is without hope. I think it does show hope and resilience, and it also shows the strength of family. This family hung together through all kinds of terrible things and triumphed. And beyond the family, there is the community, the caring community eventually, the people that welcomed them to Vermont, the Christian church, because they're very suspicious of Christians because it was the Christians who persecuted them in their native land. And then gradually the school community begins to accept them and to care for them. People ask me about hope in children's books, and they say, well, don't you have to have hope if it's a children's book? And I think, if you write a book and then tack hope on the end, there's something really wrong with that. You write out of yourself. If you're a person of hope, then there's going to be hope in your book. If you have no hope as a person, then probably that will be reflected in your book. The book is who the author is, for better or for worse. And I'm not always proud of what comes out in my books, but I know it's who I am at a almost subconscious level. It comes out. So if you're a person of hope, then the book will have hope, even if things look very dreary and hopeless in the course of the story.